Hi guys, today we want to introduce a new type of a maths puzzle to you. This is known as KenKen puzzle. It's a really simple and an easy puzzle to play, as I will demonstrate through the course of this presentation. So without further ado, let's look at what a KenKen puzzle looks like. This is what a KenKen puzzle looks like. It is a square with even smaller squares inside of it. A KenKen puzzle will always be a square. It will never be a rectangle or a circle. So the objective behind the KenKen puzzle is very simple, is to fill each and every small boxes with numbers, as you can see here. But how do we do this? That is the biggest question. So let's look at how to play a KenKen puzzle. So the first thing you do when you see a KenKen puzzle is try and figure out what kind of a KenKen puzzle it is. This one here is a 3x3 puzzle. The reason being, it has 3 boxes on the top and 3 boxes on the side. If there were 4 boxes on the top and 4 boxes on the side, we would have called it a 4x4 KenKen puzzle. Okay, this brings us to the first rule of KenKen puzzles. The first rule stipulates that if it's a 3x3 KenKen puzzle, the only numbers that we can use to fill out the boxes are 1, 2 and 3. Similarly, if it's a 4x4 KenKen puzzle, we can use the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5x5, we can use the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, so on and so forth. Now, in a KenKen puzzle, you cannot use 0. There is no place for a 0. You can't use negative numbers. You can't use fractions or decimals. You can only use whole numbers. Okay. Now, the second rule of KenKen puzzle is also very simple. If you have ever played Sudoku before, this rule should be familiar to you. So it states that if you put a number down in any one of the boxes, you cannot repeat the same number in the same row or the same column, which is denoted here by the red arrows. So in this example, we have used 2 in the top left box. We cannot repeat 2 again in the same row or the same column. Anywhere else in the puzzle, you can write 2. So diagonally, you can write 2. So these are the 2 very simple rules of KenKen puzzles. Now, if you put these 2 rules together, what you come up with is that in a 3x3 KenKen puzzle, each row and each column will have at least a 1, 2 and a 3. The order doesn't matter, but it should at least have a 1, 2 and a 3. So in a 4x4, it would have a 1, 2, 3 and a 4. Okay, so let's look at the functional rules of KenKen puzzles. Now, the first thing you'll see when you see a KenKen puzzle are these rectangle outlined boxes. Now, these are what we call cages. Cages are used to trap numbers, and it will be our guiding posts in solving the puzzle. Now, each cage is further subdivided into boxes, and this is how we know how many numbers to put inside a cage. Each box corresponds to one number. So if a cage has 2 boxes, that would mean that that cage would contain 2 numbers. Okay, let's look at a special cage. This one here is called a freebie. The reason this is called a freebie is because this cage only has 1 box and just 1 number. In all the other cages, you will see that there is at least 2 boxes. There is a number and then there is a mathematical operator. This box here has only 1 box and just a number. So what you do when you see a freebie is you just write the number down. That is why it's called a freebie. It's a free cage. So the first thing you do when you see a KenKen puzzle is try and figure out what kind of a KenKen puzzle it is. That is going to tell you what numbers you can use to fill out the puzzle. And the second thing you do is to fill out the freebies. That will help the ball rolling. That will get you going. Okay, now let's look at the functional rules of KenKen. This cage here has 2 boxes and it says 5 plus. What does this mean? Very simply, what it means is number plus number should be equal to 5. So, in this cage here, we have to use 2 numbers, add them up, and the answer has to be 5. So our options are very simple. The first one is 2 plus 3, of course. As I said, order doesn't matter, so it can be 3 plus 2 as well. Now, some of you must be wondering that 1 plus 4 is also 5. But this option won't be correct for this particular puzzle, because if you remember the first rule, this is a 3x3 puzzle and we can only use the numbers 1, 2 and 3. If this were to be a 4x4 puzzle, we could have used 1 plus 4. Okay, so that's it. That's all you need to know to start solving your KenKen puzzles. Now let's look at all the different operators that you can use in a KenKen puzzle. We already saw 5 plus. This one here has 1 minus. What does this mean? It means you have to subtract two numbers and the answer has to be 1. So 2 and 1 is our answer. So 2 minus 1 gives you 1. Similarly, in this one, it is 3 division. It would mean that we have to divide two numbers to get 3. So the only option we have is 3 divided by 1. This is an interesting one. This cage has 3 boxes, so we would need 3 numbers. It says 9 times, so we would need to multiply 3 numbers to get 9. Hence, 3, 1 and 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Again, 3 times 3 is 9. Alrighty, great. So, these are all the rules that you would need to know to solve your own KenKen puzzle. So, remember that if you have put a number down in any one box, you cannot repeat the same number in the same row or the same column.